Hi guys, today is the first video of the live tracking on DigitWeb. So if we go to the top bar, select tracking, live tracking, it'll go to the live tracking view. It'll instantly open all your vehicles in a single view. If the vehicles are scattered all over Africa, it should be quite a zoomed back view. Off the bat you'll see the standard map controls. On top here it's map, satellite, just close this, big map view to toggle map view to full screen, plus and minus for zoom. You can also scroll up and down to zoom, and then at the bottom here you've got street view and create location. So that's the normal map topography. These little pop-ups on the top right is notification that comes through for speeding, entry and exit of zones, and then if you've got deviation activated, it'll have a deviation pop-up. Deviation pop-ups now stay until you click on them to remove them. On the left of the layout you'll see a box. This is a tabbed box. It's got vehicles, groups and routes. Under your vehicles view it'll be a list of vehicles. Your groups is if your vehicles have been subdivided into separate groups, you can view them per group. And then routes, if you've got routes saved for this saved, you can click on them here to have them visually represented. So if you are on vehicles, you'll have a search box. If you search for a specific vehicle, you'll have a little bar on the top that closes the whole box out to give you a bigger view of the map, and next to it it'll jump back to, if you in a single vehicle view, if you click on that it'll jump back to that zoomed out view that goes over all of your vehicles. Then just it'll have a vehicle name. Green will be it is moving, little dots on the front. If the dot is orange, it hasn't moved for more than 10 minutes. If it's red, it has not responded to the server for more than 24 hours. As you see, there was just a little pop there of the green vehicle, and then the specific zone it is in is normally represented by a grey number, and then ignition is the blue little key. If he's speeding, the little grey zone will turn into a red zone saying he's speeding in that zone. If you double click on the vehicle, it'll open for that specific vehicle a detailed information box at the bottom left. Now this will have your driver number, your location and your lat long. Your date was the last update with the speed in the specific zone. Voltage is also displayed with your inputs in a small little bar on the bottom there. Green is if the input is high, red is if the input is low. Fuel levels with a fuel percentage, internal external temperature. External temperature can also be used on cold chain trucks to see the temperature in the back of the refrigerated compartment, and then revolutions will show at the bottom there for that log. And that is basically the layout view for live tracking. So now for some of the functionality. As I said, if you double click on any vehicle here, it'll jump to that specific vehicle. Locations that you've created on DigitWeb will load into your map view. It'll be little circles if they just have a radius, or vector based if they have been drawn out. So let's have a look at this little notification at the top right here saying deviation from a specific route. So if you click on the subheading, it'll take you to the vehicle. Normally the operators that work with these vehicles know where they're supposed to be or what their routes are, but if the operator is not sure, you can also go and open your routes. So as soon as you click on a route to open it, it'll actually pull it out in blue, jumps to the view of it, and then you can see precisely where the vehicle is supposed to be driving for that specific route. as you unhide routes, it'll jump to the route and give you an overview of the total route. So as you can see, this vehicle is actually on the right route. Also create locations straight out of live tracking. Say for instance you'd like to create a location at Krumit Avenue, you just click on create, you click once there and you save. It'll make a radius, it'll ask you for the radius. Otherwise you can just go on clicking until you right click will take a pin away, and then you just click yes. That'll create the location. You can give the location a color, a name, and then the location will be added to your location database. And that is basically live tracking. The only other feature that I haven't mentioned is if you are on a specific vehicle and he is picking up something where there's a note on some of these vehicles pick up containers and they've got a tag number associated to it. You can put create a note saying something for that specific vehicle at that moment. So you can say he was supposed to turn right and add that note. When you add the note, it'll show the last note here. So if you've got multiple people doing live tracking on the vehicle, they'll see the updated note on the left here. Plus in your trip reports, the notes will be visible in your vehicle trip reports at the specific date and time they were created.